Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Doesn't even faze me anymore. Good morning. One of the coldest days so far. It's about 42 degrees. It's a nice day out though. I just don't want to work on that golf cart yet because I have so much shit in my garage now, right? And I gotta clear some stuff. Recently, I picked up a big mother load from my friend Nick Iardi over in West Islip. Go check him out on Little Lou's. He fixes stuff. Give him a follow. He's a good kid. Anyway, so I'm walking around my garage, and as you can see, you got my engine that I'm getting ready to put in there after I take that engine out and try to get that centrifugal clutch off of the engine there. You can't take it off unless you get the engine off. Got my 616Z zero turn here because, well, I'm gonna need it to suck up leaves in the fall. So look what we got here. I wanted to work on this today and get it out of the way because it's taking up room in my garage. Just like my Red Maxes. Can't even walk, you know? Anyway, so I got this from Nick Iardi. It's a Ryobi backpack blower. I blew carb cleaner into the intake manifold, pulled it a bunch of times, and it showed signs of starting. So we have spark. So we know that the switch works. Usually the switch is one of the problems that it doesn't work. Works. And it did start up one little bit, like that. Anyway, the reason why I don't think I'm going to be able to get this going is because it did come with the base, right? But it didn't have a carburetor. It has a primer bulb. It's not attached because there's no carburetor. And the thing is, I looked it up with the model number. They don't make that carburetor anywhere anymore. When I tip it on its back, I'm going to show you the model number. So if you guys can see that, this is 25cc family. This is the RYO 8574 model. And it's made in 2006. Now, I looked up the parts diagram for this, and they absolutely do not have any carburetors for sale for this. Not Chinese copies, nothing that even looks like it, you know? So, what am I going to do? If I can't get a carburetor for this, it's not going to work out. However, I do want to kind of try and not just abandon it, because I don't know why anybody would want this, even if I sold this locally for $10 or $15, you know? Because if you can't get a carburetor for this, if I can't get this going, probably nobody else will, you know? Unless you could use this for parts. If you have the exact same model and you need, like, you know, the chute and the handle and, I don't know, this stuff, whatever, you know? But I can't see anybody who would want this. You know, it's junk completely. I don't know why I saved so many leaf blower carburetors, or weed whacker carburetors, but I guess I could try these to get a general idea of if the holes fit, you know? And if I can get one to work in here, and it kind of works, who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna work on this a little just to see if I can match up a carburetor that might fit this, and then order that brand new one to put on here. You know, that's my only avenue. And then, of course, I have this Poulan Pro BVM200FE. This leaf blower looks like it was okay. I think it just needs some fuel lines. They're very brittle, and this one's sticking out. So I'm going to try to, if I can't get an idea about what carburetor to buy for this, I'll dump this or sell it locally for $10 or something. And I'll start working on this. Hopefully I'll get at least one of these things going today. I kind of like this idea of having this table here, you know. I've never really got to work on something like this before where I could comfortably sit on a chair on a table and do this. I think it's kind of cool. I found this one here that sort of looks like it might fit, you know, but it's really complicated, you know what I mean? I don't think it'll work, and you have to attach the throttle cable into this area so that when you pull the thing, it holds it, you know, holds a cable like that. So I don't know, I'm just gonna put this in there and fire it up, try to fire it up. That's it. So got my kit here with all my hoses and stuff, and when I got it installed, right, it just doesn't match, you know what I mean? When I try to throttle up, the wire gets kinked. This part over here is too close to the thing. Just this carburetor is not designed for this model, you know, and I have no idea what it looks like or anything like that, and the choke doesn't work or anything like that. So, you know, and look, now that it's on there, the choke won't even open, you know, so this is not going to work. But it's too bad too, because I think the engine does work. Just for the hell of it, spray it. There you go. See what I'm saying? It does work, but you need a carburetor for it. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it, you know. It's not worth a lot of money anyway, but if I can't find the carburetor to it, you know, I mean, I guess I'll hold on to it for a couple of days. If you guys know what's up with this or have this exact model, let me know. But I'm gonna probably dump it. Okay, next up we have a Poulan Pro handheld leaf blower. Looks to be in pretty decent shape. This fuel line over here was out, and then let's open this up. And if you look in here, if you guys work on these, if you look inside, there is no fuel line attached to that nipple there, right? There's supposed to be a fuel line attached to that nipple, or it could be the return line. I'm not 100% sure, but let me connect a filter, fuel filter, and that to the nipple and see if it sucks it up. Maybe that looks like the return line. I think that's what it is. It is the return line. So I need to get a new fuel line for this one. But does it make sense though? Usually the return line is going to be thicker. The return line is going to be thinner than the fuel line, you know? So maybe this is the fuel line. I'm not sure. But I'm going to use some forceps and just attach it to that. Okay, so I attached the fuel line with the filter on it, and I connected it to the nipple, and now I press on the primer bulb over here. And I hear this louder noise like air's pushing out of the filter, which means that that nipple is the return line, which means I need to get a new fuel line over here. So let's take this part apart. Can I do this without taking this off? So I changed the fuel lines and added a fuel filter to it, and it wouldn't start. I blew stuff in here. You know, it looks like this thing is missing a choke. There's no lever that goes over here. Turn it, and I don't see a choke flap in there either. So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I just checked for spark and the old-fashioned way, and I did see spark. I'm using a spark tester now. I turned the lights off a little bit. See the orange right there? We have spark. Again, I blew carb cleaner into the hole. Oh boy. I'm just, for the hell of it, gonna pour some 50-to-1 mix, true fuel, non-ethanol, just so we can prime it and get some fuel in there, you know. It'll make a difference maybe. If not, I don't think I want to mess with it anymore. These things aren't worth more than 50 bucks working. I mean, I have sold them for 75 to 100, but actually right now might be a good time to sell because it's fall. But again, I'm missing the lever for the choke too. So I'd have to invest like $10 or $15 on a new carburetor that has the choke lever and choke flap. But I haven't heard any signs of this starting yet. So maybe the compression's bad, in which case I wouldn't want to try to fix this, you know what I mean? I'm going to prime it a little bit, see if it flows. So, took the carburetor apart, cleaned it. The primer bulb, when you push down, it got stuck. It wouldn't retract again, you know, which means that the needle is stuck. Right? So I opened it up, cleaned it out, bent that little thing a little bit more so that when you depress the diaphragm, it lifts up the needle. So now it retracts and sucks fuel. However, after pulling it and trying all different kind of ways to get it to start, fluid in the spark plug hole, it just doesn't, you check for spark, it just doesn't start. Not even a sign, not even a little bit, not even a, never ignited ever during the entire time. So just think we have a case of it having low compression. Maybe the spark arrestor is dirty or something like that, and maybe the rings are compressed and you need to uncompress them by taking the entire piston out and soaking it, whatever, and maybe there's a lot of carbon buildup around the rings, and now the rings are compressed. Therefore, because they're compressed, you're leaking air, so you're not going to get any compression for it to start. I'm not going to do that. The old Henry probably would have, but I've got so much crap on my hands that I simply don't even want to. You know, I'd rather list this for like locally for $15 or $20, right? Instead of spending $10 or $15 on a new carburetor and putting it on here and still not starting, right? And then at the end of the day, still sell it for $50 or $75 and make very little profit if you're talking about it, you know? But if I could just sell this as is for 20 bucks, I'll take the 20 bucks, you know what I mean? So we have an unsuccessful trying to get both of these things working. They're both DONESKI. I'm sorry, they're both DONESKI! But I want them out of my garage, but I gave it some effort to try to get them going. We didn't hear any kind of roar out of here at all, so I think this is definitely DONESKI. That one you hear the rear, but you can't find the carburetor, so what I'm going to do, buy like 5 different carburetors that look about right, and hopefully one of them works? spend $50 or $70 on 5 carburetors to get $85, $100 for it. Doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses and get what you can. Don't throw it away, but get what you can for them, you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, you could take this whole thing apart and sell each individual piece on eBay or something like that, right? But the time amount that you're gonna use to take it apart, list everything for $5, $3, $2, $10, $15, that kind of thing, is it worth it? Or you just get rid of it, save that time, save that effort, and just get like 20 bucks for it, locally. No fuss, no muss, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks a lot for this unsuccessful day of getting 2 leaf blowers started. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.